So in the temple, there are two rooms in the temple. So I need you to come with me to Hebrews chapter 9. And let's look at this curtain that's torn in two from top to bottom, right at the point Jesus dies on the cross. So Hebrews chapter 9. And we're done in Matthew. Don't worry about Matthew now. Come to Hebrews 9. And this is kind of a review, if you've never heard about how the temple was laid out, the Jewish temple, which was similar to the tabernacle and was patterned after the heavenly tabernacle. So, chapter 9. Now the first covenant had regulations for worship, I'm in verse 1, and also an earthly sanctuary. Chapter 9, verse 2. A tabernacle was set up. In its first room were the lampstand and the table with its consecrated bread, and the first room was called the holy place. Behind the second curtain was a room called the most holy place. So I do have a picture. Here's kind of a picture of Solomon's temple. Two rooms inside that temple. The first room, the holy place. The first room, priests would go in and out, have communion, pray, light, spirit-filled life. First room, priests go. Then was this huge curtain, and then was this second room called the most holy place. So verse 3, behind the second curtain, this is the curtain that split in two from top to bottom, was a room called the most holy place, which had the golden altar of incense and the gold-covered ark of the covenant, which was the earthly throne of the Lord. This ark contained the gold jar of manna Aaron's staff had budded, and the stone tablets of the covenant, the 10 Commandments. Above the ark were the cherubim of the glory, overshadowing the atonement cover, but we cannot discuss these things in detail now. So, two rooms. And in one room was the presence of God. How many of you would like to see God someday? All right, we want to see God. God's presence was in the most holy place. His glory was above the ark. But there was this huge curtain, this huge veil that separated these two rooms. This curtain in Solomon's temple was 30 feet wide. So I don't know, that's probably from that side of the altar to probably that side. That's probably about 30 feet. So the curtain was 30 feet wide, 6 inches thick. It was 1 hand breadth thick. So 6 inches thick, and it's 45 feet high. So I know to the ceiling there is 20. So, go another 20 feet up and another 5 feet, and that's how tall the curtain was. It weighed so much. It was so thick. And, it was all sewn into one piece. It took 300 priests to hoist that curtain up onto the rails that held that curtain. And that curtain was so thick to prevent the glory of the Lord, his presence, from shining through. The priests could not enter into that place where the Lord was.